What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach doing this fucking hair again. Watch it one time, right? Ah, shit. No, that's ugly as fuck. I'm gonna wrap it around, act like it didn't happen, right? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot motherfucking Scott. And today we're going to talk about getting a guy, or why are guys ignoring you? Sorry. I got my fucking hair. My hair's down to my fucking nipples down here. It's too long. But why are guys ignoring you? Sorry about that, okay? If you just saw my last video, I was talking about getting attention, so I was like, why not do the opposite side and see why guys are ignoring you, okay? Now, this is pretty simple. I would say it comes down to two things. One, guys are very logical. They have a very strong chimp brain, and if you study chimps at all, they're very status envy. They worry about status. So a guy isn't going to care about you at all unless you raise his status, unless there's something about you that makes him feel like, holy shit, right? And I mean that by, like, again, you're high value, you're high social proof. So, if other guys want you and other girls are envy of you, then the guy's obviously going to want to be with you because you're high value. You have high social proof. That's why whenever a girl likes a guy and the guy finds out, he's like, oh, what? Like a girl starts showing the guy attention. He's like, oh, shit. Like, hey, what's going on? And then he tries to win you over. He tries to use his techniques, his suave, and at the same time, that's why whenever a hot girl walks into a room, guys will be doing shit over here, and then bam, they'll be looking at you like, holy fuck. Every time, because the girl has value, the girl has some social proof automatically. Now, she doesn't have to do, if you're attractive, you don't have to do anything really to get the social proof, because our brains associate, good-looking girl. A lot of people want good-looking girl or good-looking guy, big boobs, or a guy who's ripped or something like that, because that's how society kind of unfolded. That's how the media and social media, I was gonna say social media, but that's how media portrays things. So the first things first, a guy isn't going to show you attention, and he's going to ignore you if you do not give him a status boost at all. Now, how do you do that? Again, my book's below. It's 254 pages. Read that. Watch my other videos. It's basically, I talk about the four things, right? I call it the four pillars. It's sex appeal, sex approve. That's not what you want. You don't want to be like sex proof. No. Sex appeal, confidence, social proof, and value. You want those four things. And I talk about them all in that book. It's like 50, 60 pages long, just that section, I think. And you want to, especially the confidence part. And again, I go into how it, how we associate confidence with strong people with, all these assets, and, people with low self-esteem, we associate them with liabilities. And I can go on and on about that. Again, my ebook's below 300 or 254 pages on the topic. Now, the second thing I would say would be, again, it's in the book. I'm not just trying to push the book on you, but it's called, because I'll go over it right here. It's called the blueprint theory, right? And it's, again, guys are about stats, and everyone in general has an image on what they want their life to be like over here, okay? So for me, it would be have millions of subscribers. It would have, this, that, nice house, nice body, nice girl, loyal, trustworthy, fun, ambitious, all these kind of things, right? And I have that over here. Now, the blueprint theory states, this is what your blueprint, this is what you want life to be like, and this is your reality. This is what it's actually like. And the further you are from that, the more stressed you get. So the example I used in the book was, if you're going on a date and let's say you show up late, that becomes a stress because your goal was to be on the date, win the guy over long term and make him your boyfriend. But let's say you're over here, you got in a wreck, you got a flat tire, and you can't make the date. So you're pissed right now, you're stressing out and stuff like that. Or even if you went on the date and let's say it didn't go well, you're pissed, you're stressed, you're down on yourself because you didn't get what you wanted. Stress comes between the tension and the gap between what you want and what's actually happening. And when it comes to a guy and him ignoring you, he's ignoring you because you don't fit that blueprint. You don't have that image. You guys can look up Love Map if you want to know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't fit his love map, right? The things that he associates with, or the things that he's attracted to, the things that he wants, the things that make him or he believes is love, right? you're on the opposite end. And if you're not giving him that image, like if you watched my last video, I talked about branding, like how you should be a brand, how you should get reactions. If you're not the how to get a guy's attention video, if you're not getting his attention, if you're not getting reactions, then I guarantee you're not over here. You're not in his ideal blueprint. So to get a guy to stop ignoring you, let's say he's already ignoring you actually, I would step back and stop trying to get his attention first off, because that would be seeking validation. I talk about it in a couple of videos. Once you want somebody, unfortunately it sucks, but this is how it is. You create a hierarchy. This person's up here because they got something that you want, obviously them, and you're down here. You have to seek validation some way to get that person. If it's the guy getting a girl, he has to show his resources. He has to show his assets. He has to show why he's worthy. And same thing with a woman. Just flip the switch. You have to show something off. You have to show why you're worthy of dating, why you're relationship material, like why you're the girl and not these other women. But if he's already ignoring you, I would say I would back off and focus on yourself, focus on becoming the 4 pillars I said. Again, work on that confidence, work on that sex appeal, that social proof, and that value. Don't worry about him. My dad always said, if you dig holes, things will fall in place, right? If you keep on coming after him, you're going to subconsciously show him some red flags. If you're always texting him, he's going to be like, whatever. If you're always trying to hang out with him, talk to him, stuff like that, he's going to be like, whatever. You're just going to come off clingy, and you're going to come off needy and insecure. And again, like you're seeking validation. And guys do not like that. You will not bounce back from that. I promise you. It's unless you're like a 5 and you have all those things, and you become super hot fucking 10 overnight somehow. I don't know. But you will not bounce back from that. That's very hard to bounce. I would say it's impossible to bounce back from if your current look. Like if you look the same then and now, you're not going to bounce it back from that. So the best thing is just to actually back off, do your own thing, and work on yourself. Show your value. Work on branding again, which I talk about in the attention video. Work on bettering yourself as a person. Hopefully he will come back. Hopefully he will see it and come back. And at the same time, guys are always trying to seek approval for their egos. All guys do eventually. So if you're backing off and you're not showing him the attention that you once did, he's going to, again, guys just feel this naturally. He's going to feel like, did I do something wrong? Not did I do something wrong to her, because guys are pretty selfish, but he's going to think of it in terms like, am I not attractive anymore? Why am I not attracting her? Things like that. Or you can talk about orbiting, or maybe he's an orbiter. He might swing back around. If you guys don't know what that is, I have a video on it too. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Why do guys pull away? I don't remember. I'll find it or I'll link it. And actually, I'll just tell you what an orbiter is. An orbiter is a guy who doesn't really care for the woman at the time, and he swings around and talks to other women out here, but then he comes back to make sure he has you for insurance purposes, right? So just in case something doesn't work out here, he can come back and swing and hook you in and win you over again, just in case something doesn't work out right here, because he'd rather be with you than alone, sadly, but it's true. So he's going to do that. He's going to hook you on. He's going to talk to you and get you all fucking warm inside. And then he's going to swing back out and do all that shit over here again. And he's going to come back to you and make sure he has you, okay? So either way, the guy will eventually come back unless you just screwed it up really, really bad. But that's mostly why guys ignore women. They're all about the status. And if you don't fit, if you're not boosting his stats at all, he's not worried about you. And at the same time, the blueprint theory. So if that being said, let's see what should be the poll today. What should be the poll in this video? Do you get ignored by guys? Right? I'm gonna have 3. I'm gonna probably say yes, no, too much. Yeah, too much. Way too much. Okay. So with that being said, I love you guys. Peace. Take care, subscribe, get my ebook below, and do that poll. Come on, man, do that poll. Peace.